how long before
After your cat exits, Litter Robot automatically cycles, separating the clean litter from the dirty clumps, dropping them into the tightly sealed drawer below, meaning your cat always has a fresh bed of litter. Litter Robot is perfect for single or multi-cat households, and its sleek appearance allows you to place it anywhere in your home. Never scoop again with Litter Robot.
And it's pretty embarrassing. He got his pants pulled down as they took him down.
Your AI
And
coding
sent me a
agent
picture.
is only as good
He
as
was
the
wearing
prompts and the
garment
context you
bottoms,
give
or
it.
what looked
That's
like
why
white
this
jean
is a
shorts.
killer feature.
Just,
Look
you
how
know,
I take this vague feature request
Utah.
and turn it into this beautiful context-aware prompt. This is all thanks to this prompt enhance button in Augment Code. With just one click, it'll take any vague prompt and use the context of your code base to enhance it. Now everyone is a pro prompt engineer.
Everyone freaked out and screamed, and then after everyone was leaving, there was just a lot of confusion until the cops started making everyone leave, because people were still standing around and talking and in clusters, but the majority had run. And so, you know, after that, the police forced everyone in, and they started roping off the courtyard in yellow police tape. And then as we were walking through the hall, policemen with large... The campus was being shut down.
What did you all see with the police? Was there a police presence there from the beginning? You know, how did it unfold?
Yeah, so there definitely was a police presence there. I saw some on top of the balcony above, and some below. And of course, you have Kirk's own kind of bodyguards around. But I will definitely say we saw a lot more after the shooting, of course.
Of course. You said you may have seen something?
Well, I'm just saying, Charlie Kirk is a hero. All right?
He is. Absolutely. Pray
He's
for
absolutely
him.
hero.
We don't know if he's still alive.
Everybody in there was very concerned for him. And all I could think of was go towards Charlie, because I just want to know if he was okay. You know, a lot of people like him. He's a very courageous man.
What did you see? Can you just recap what you saw?
Yeah, I saw him just go over to the side. So everybody then dispersed and ran into the buildings or all over. But so I went toward Charlie, and then pretty soon they got somebody. The police arrested someone. They were dragging him all the way down. Older man, white hair, blue shirt. You know, so I hope that was him. I hope they got him.
And you all are physically okay? I mean, I know what you experienced was certainly very traumatic, but you're physically unharmed?
Yeah, the man who, after they took him down, he yelled, "I'd do it again."
Wow.
I think his name's
Wow.
George.
All right, we're going to send it back to you. We'll continue to talk to people who witnessed this and update you as we get more information.
Okay, can I have a hug, please? I'm sorry, I'm freaking out again. I talk about it, so I'm
Knows their name. He knows their name. He knows him, and
Okay.
I think she knows him.
There's a live video on X posted by
I never saw it.
Yeah.
I was in the Philippines.
Thank you all for speaking with us. I'm sorry this happened.
It's okay. Everybody else is okay. So far, safe. Oh. Okay. Thank you for, even just doing the news and making sure that everybody knows what's going on and telling the truth, you know? Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much.
We just need to get your names for the recording. So.
Paris Cole.
Hold on.
My name is Paris Cole.
Spell it so I get it correct.
Pariscole.
Thank you, Paris.
Sarah Toole, spelled S-A-R-A. Last name is T-E-W-E-L-L.
And your mom is awesome.
Yes, Sarah.
Your name, ma'am.
Heidi Estes.
Can
you
you
spell
so
it?
I get it correct, yeah.
Yeah, Heidiestes.
You never know. Sometimes people add like an extra I or something.
Yeah,
That's why I asked.
video of them dragging the guy down.
Would you be willing to share that with me? Would you like us to credit you? No? Okay. But you can airdrop it to me.
Why don't you want to look at it and just see if there's something like, there's some net.
At this point, we'll take everything we can.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna go over there where this guy is, where Channel 2 is.
I'm just going to get
Yeah, let's get in the shade. Do you have an airdrop?
I do.
Or I can just give you my cell number if you'd like.
Okay, let me find the actual...
I'm glad you're okay, though. I'm sorry this happened.
I'm glad it wasn't a mass shooting, but
Yeah.
one shot to call Charlie
Wow.
in front of all those people. I hope this gets everybody waking up to what's going on in this country, you know? That's what makes me anxious. Okay. So that one, so this one. So I don't know if Darren Brunson would want these. He said he knows the guy. This lady's son shot in the heart. That's what she thought. I wish I knew it was on these.
I took a video of him answering questions, and I had a picture that was 10 seconds before.
Sure.
I was on like the 4th row, and I went like this. I had to reach over a guy I don't know if you want that, but I don't know. I'll show.
Oh my God, it's George Zinn.
I know it is. Yeah.
Oh my God, I know him.
Yeah. So does Angie. So does How do you
It's
know him?
George
Yes.
Zinn. No, he shows up at everything. I cover Capitol Hill. He shows up everywhere.
He was harassing Angie on the way down to Arizona. And,
It's George Zinn?
Let me show you.
It is. He says he recognizes.
No, I know him. I recognize him from Capitol Hill.
Yeah. Okay, here, this is the best one. Probably right there is a good shot.
Yeah,
okay?
send it to me, please.
Yeah. So
Just
airdrop.
hit that,
Okay.
and then hit airdrop, and it should say,
There it is.
yeah, that's George.
That's George. That's George. Oh, that's not George.
Oh, weird.
That's
Okay.
him right there. See the bald head and see the
801.
see the garments and see the pants pulled down.
Let's just text it to me then.
Okay.
Just messages.
Mine's a little blurry because it was from far away.
Just hit messages. And then it's 801 599 2122. Send me what you got. And then tell me who to courtesy if
Do
you
you
want a
want-
courtesy.
I have me running.
Can
Do
you
you
say
want
that
that?
one more time? 801. I'm
599
like still shaking.
2122.
559.
599.
I'm sorry.
You're okay.
2122. What's your name?
2122. Ben Winslow.
I'll send another one for you.
And you're a reporter.
Yes. Let me make sure my airdrop's working, okay?
This I sent you a still picture.
Everyone for 10 minutes. Here we go. Let's try it again. So this, you just hit this, and then you hit that, and then I should show up. Ben's iPhone. There we go. Hit it. And there we go.
Your number again, too.
Hello?
801 599 2122.
Okay, and then I got us running out. I don't know if you want this. This is, I interviewed her before.
There's hardly any service here.
So yeah, tell me, just continue what you saw.
Yeah, basically just the same thing. We were just leaving the food court and we were heading to our classes, and we just see a bunch of people running towards us and someone yelling that someone got shot, and so we just started running with them.
We didn't know what was happening. We thought maybe there was an active shooter on the campus.
Yeah, so
Pretty scary.
Yeah, it was scary.
yeah.
Were you guys here to like kind of watch the debates or anything that happened?
No, we just take classes here.
Just take
Yeah.
classes?
Yeah, I was just planning just going to my class today. So, yeah.
What are you guys gonna do now? Were you guys evacuated at all from the school? Or were you guys?
We just decided to leave.
Yeah.
We
and
weren't gonna
I was
stay.
actually told to go back to class, but
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
So yeah, is class still?
No, I think they've evacuated everybody now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not going back.
I don't know, I just wanted to help you out
Yeah.
if you want to hold this. Anything else that you guys, I'm sorry, I missed half the conversation.
Yeah.
No, you're okay.
How do you guys feel right now? Scared or anything?
We just want to go home.
We
Yeah.
want to go home. We took the train, so we can't really find out how to get back because the campus is closed. So
The whole campus, yeah.
there's not really a way to walk back.
So it's closed even to students.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds
So, yeah, they evacuated everyone.
So you really have no other options where to go right now.
like. We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure it out.
We're trying to figure it out. We're walking back. We're trying to walk back.
We're trying to see if they'll let us in to get across.
Yeah.
And again, sorry if I'm repeating the question.
No, it's okay.
What do you think this, shooting is going to impact? I think on a broader scale. Do you think it's going to kind of cause an uproar or anything?
Well, from what I'm hearing, if it's true, the guy who got shot, he was a pretty big influence in whatever was going, like their agenda, right? So if I don't know, I hope it all like gets figured out, and I really don't want this to happen again.
Anything you want to add?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. From what I heard, it was a sniper from a long ways away. So I don't know. I think the focus of this should probably be on probably some sort of gun control or something like that,
Yeah,
so that things like this can't happen again.
Anything else? Thank you guys so much for doing that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Have a good
Thanks.
day.
Talk to us.
Are you gonna take it live? Or is that the plan? Mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I get confused, but he looks like the guy I know. I look like Brian. I hate to be wrong, but he definitely looks like George. So he was banned off of all church property.
And just so you know too, I might handle A and get shots too. Just so
This is
you know.
what George Sammy is banned from visiting any LDS church property, banned from engaging with Cox or Herbert, political nut job who everyone in Utah politically knows and tries to avoid.
Now, when did this come out? Is that ban just right now?
That's just from my thoughts, but yeah.
They got a helicopter.
That was a drug shot. Now, you know that when you're shooting, you got to be good. When you're in the crowd, you're going to be nervous. George Zinn is not that state kind of a guy. Somebody
That's
else
why I
shot
hate
him,
to
and they're
say,
making it look like
hate to say it's George, but I
Just say
it
that's who
looks,
they arrested. That's
I
who
don't
they
know,
arrested.
but it looks just like him.
No, I know. I saw it. That's who they arrested. George Sands.
So you know for sure it's George.
Yeah, I
From
know
the
for sure
pictures
that.
I
Yeah,
saw.
I saw it and witnessed it. And I was like, that's George. I saw
Yeah,
it. So
I
yeah,
saw
they
the
arrested
pictures. I'm
George.
like, that looks like that. When Heidi showed me the video,
I
I'm like,
watched
that
them
looks
put the
just like
handcuffs on.
George. I think before you even came over, I was telling Heidi, I know him. That's George. But anyways.
I am now. That's your number, right?
Whose number?
Is that your number?
No.
Okay.
Mackenzie, can I call you back? I'm about to go on the news. There was a shooting at the college, and we were there because I was one of the witnesses. I helped two girls get out of the situation. So I don't know how long I'm waiting. The police need to talk to me, so I'm just still waiting. So I don't know how long they'll be here. Okay, love you, bye. Yeah, I knew he was a nut, and I remember telling. Neil's Fugel's uncle I kept telling Neil, protect me from this guy. There's something wrong with him. I'm nervous. And then I was texting him.
I got a couple people here. Yeah, you can come to me. Hey, I am here, and we've got some people we can talk to. Hey, we've got a couple of people here we can talk to.
I was going to bring my gun, but I thought they'd have a metal detector, so I didn't. I brought my knife, though. You would have shot him right there. You would have killed him. Was there? I would have shot him. Yeah. I would have shot him. Shot him the minute I got a chance. Off the record.
We're not there yet, so on the record yet.
I'm a retired police officer. Well, I'm just saying, I would have nailed him. I can't believe this happened. People keep saying it's a neck shot. It's not. People keep saying what? It's a neck shot. The girl that was 4 rows back, she saw it burst out of his chest.
I thought it was an extra.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track. I create custom statuses to organize my progress exactly how I want. I like to add the action items field so AI can show me the next steps. I add my teammates as watchers so they're in the loop. ClickUp makes work easy, from personal projects to running a multi-billion-dollar company. Click the link below to create your workspace for free.
Okay. Yeah, it's on a 2. There's this one. And if you can kind of clip from outside, because we have so many screens right now.
I will. Give me a second. Do you think I should send this? No.
We're good. No worries. So right now, let's think like this until we figure out what's going on.
Still standing by, thank you. That's right, yeah, you can see behind me, obviously the entrance to Utah Valley University, still a large, very large police presence. A few people who were there and saw what happened. Sorry you all had to go through this. Really. I know.
pictures and you heard him say, I would do it again.
A person told me, shared pictures with me, drove me and dropped me off here at Bucked Up. Shared pictures with me of me and told me.
I wonder because I followed him right when he was arrested, right? And no, he was very quiet.
Well, he said that there were some other people that were like trying to instigate conversation with him as he was being taken down.
Nobody could. And the police were around him. They were like,
I thought Heidi had videos.
Yeah, you got a video.
You have video of people talking to George. No, I just had him. Someone sent me a video of him talking and the people talking and asking. I don't know. I haven't been able to do it all. The whole time I was walking behind him, I couldn't really. He was all those baggy guys, they were so sick.
I'm trying to get these two people, the lady in the sparkly shirt, trying to get her and him since I'm guessing they were at it.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to.
This guy,
Okay.
he was close enough, he said.
Okay. I'll see if I can grab the two of them if you're talking to him. But are those yours?
Yeah, those are mine.
Okay.
I should try actually quickly.
I'm with Channel 2. Can I talk to you on camera for a moment? You want to step into my office? Were you at the event?
Yeah, I was at the event.
How close were you to the stage, would you say?
I was probably maybe 4 or 5 tiers up. 1,
Row
maybe
back.
3. I was probably to his right, about maybe 2:30, 12 o'clock, 2:30, maybe about 2:45.
Okay.
If I'd been 2:45.
Hold on to that for me. Maybe take a good step to your left, just to get you in the sun. Come over here a little bit more. There you go. You can look right at me. Try to ignore this camera. Let me make sure I've got your mic turned up. That would help, wouldn't it? First question is your name, please.
Darren Brunson.
Spell your name for me, Darren.
Darren, D-E-R-O-N, Brunson, B-R-U-N-S-O-N.
And you were there?
Yeah, I was there. I was watching him. I was probably about, if you look at the stage and you look at about maybe 3 o'clock from his position, about 3 o'clock, 2:30, that's where I was. I was right at him. And I was looking at him when I heard it looked like it was a direct shot to the heart. It looked like right where his heart is, it started going red. He fell back and went to his side. And then I looked down at the crowd, and it looked like the crowd, they all went to their knees really fast. I kind of didn't go to my knees as fast as everybody because I wanted to see if anyone who was close to the shooter would be trampling all over that person. And I saw nothing like that at all. It just, everyone had dropped down, and for a few moments, they were just not moving. And people started getting up and moving, and the crowd started pushing me. And they pushed me so that I was basically backstage. And then when I was kind of backstage, I was kind of there, and I turned and looked, and they were arresting a guy by the name of George Zinn, who I know, I've met him before.
How do you know him?
I just know him through, I've seen him at different events. He was always a person that would go to Trump rallies and all kinds of political events. He was always there. And he would always make his way. He was always there for people that were running for different positions in government, whatever. So he's just kind of I think he's kind of popular. He was just kind of, but he's not altogether. He was being arrested very calm. They arrested him, they took him.
And you're confident it was him?
No, I'm confident of who they arrested. They arrested a guy by the name of George Zinn.
Well, I'm not saying he was the shooter. You're confident that's who they were arresting was this George?
Yeah, who they arrested was George Zinn. Oh, yeah, because I know him. I saw him.
But you're not saying he's the shooter?
No, I'm not.
I want to make sure we're clear, so we don't want to falsely accuse someone of this.
Right.
So,
in my opinion, I don't think George Zinn was the shooter.
Okay.
This would have had to been a direct shot to the heart. It had to been by somebody who can withstand the pressures of a crowd, not be nervous, and just one shot right directly to the heart, and then get away with it. This guy's broke. He lives on Social Security, probably on some medication, too crazy. I don't know if he even knows how to use a gun or even get his hands on a gun.
Well,
now,
let's get.
Why isn't that important to you? Why
Well,
is
because
that information important?
because I don't want us to falsely accuse him and like get his name out there as he's possibly the shooter. If he's not, I don't want to. He could be a suspect.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not. I'm
Okay.
not giving you my opinion. You should want to know. If you're a journalist, an investigative journalist, you would say, yeah, that's very interesting.
It is.
Red shot to the heart. They all fall down. They pick a guy that's kind of crazy. It has nothing like that. It has to be, when you're in a crowd, you got to be calm, cool, collected. And if it's a handgun, you're going to aim it right directly and get off that one shot. Then nobody's going to tramp around you. Where exactly was this shooter is what I'd like to know.
That's what we're trying to find out. We've got other crews around. It's not just me. We've got a bunch of other crews that's looking into that. Like I said, I just don't want to falsely accuse him. They arrest him because they think he's a suspect. Okay, sure, a person of interest. Let me put it that way. Okay. Going back to your experience, once you said you got pushed almost backstage, correct?
Yeah, the crowd was going backstage, so I got up and went with the crowd.
You kind of went with the
down
flow.
Backstage, and I just kind of hung around backstage as the crowd went ahead of me. And I was curious, what's going on? And then that's when I turned to look, and I saw George Zimmerman, and I actually saw them put the cuffs on him. Very calm, very collected, and they just scooted him down. And as he was scooting him down, I don't know what happened, but his pants fell down, so he's in his underwear.
Okay. Have you been to Charlie?
I almost wanted to say, George, did you do it? Did you do it? But I was that close, I could have yelled at him, but I didn't.
Have you gone to events like this in the past?
No, I haven't.
What brought you out here today? Why'd you want to hear him?
I'm kind of a fan of Charlie Kirk, and some friends invited me to come, and I thought, yeah, I'd come. I've watched some of his videos, and I like a lot of the things that he's talked about, the way he's been.
I'm guessing from the hat that you voted for the current president.
Yeah, and they were throwing out these hats, and I happened to be someone in the crowd that got one.
Were you hoping to get a question or talk to Charlie Kirk at all?
I just wanted to be there and observe to see what was happening.
How many people would you say were there at the event?
I don't know. I would say maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people. They're around that ball, at least 1,000. But an interesting thing is he was shot right during a question about guns, and that was the second person asking a question on the subject of guns. Most importantly, was talking about these transvestites that have guns, and should they be allowed to have a gun? And then boom, he was shot in the heart. And that's just too suspect for me.
It's a big coincidence. For lack of a better term. Were you guys escorted out by police? Did they just tell you to disperse?
I think there weren't enough people there. There were so many people there, there weren't enough police presence to just tell you. Everyone was just kind of following the crowd as we followed the crowd. And then when I watched George Zinn get arrested and followed him to the car, I think all the police were busy there. There wasn't enough police presence to basically push anybody off.
So it was just, you got out on your own, eventually ended up here. You said you were kind of like in the crowd getting jostled. You okay? You heard it all?
Yeah.
You're fine?
It's just the crowd is moving and you go with the crowd. Everyone's saying, go, you got to go this way. And so
sure.
You just follow
So
the crowd, that's what you do.
when you look back on this and think, at the beginning of the day, this is going to be a great Charlie Kirk rally.
It's very exciting to see Charlie Kirk there, and the crowd loved him. They were cheering for him. He came out really happy, throwing out these caps, into the audience. And like I said, I got one, and then he started just first question came up, and they went through that, and then the second question came up about guns, and boom, he was shot. And my first reaction was, is this staged? I thought it was like staged. I couldn't believe that it was really happening as it was happening. I thought it was staged.
What do you think about it now? You look across this massive police presence, traffic's kind of a snarled. What are your thoughts now about this?
In my opinion, I think it's just too much police presence. They blow up something. I think it doesn't take a lot to just figure out what's happening, to get in there and find out everybody that was there. They should put information to say, hey, does anybody have any information? Find out, anything.
I'm sure they are.
They should do that. And that's what they should be on that right now.
They
have a list of almost everybody that you had to get you could get online to get a ticket. So a lot of students like myself, I thought you had to have a ticket to get in.
I heard you could just walk right in, right?
Yeah, you could just walk right in, but I thought you had to have a ticket.
Did you sign up anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a place to sign up. The students can sign up for tickets to go right in.
Okay.
So I think they really need to put a lot of information on that. That should be all over that. They need to find out who was there Tuesdays Tuesdays before 3 days and find out all the places you could
Sure.
see where that you could get a direct shot like that.
Okay. George, I appreciate your time. Glad you're okay.
My name is Darren.
Darren, I'm sorry, George is the other
question.
guy. You kept saying George, so that's the name that's popped into my head. Well, I appreciate your time.
Well, good luck, huh?
Thank you. Yeah, good luck to you guys too. Stay safe. Can I ask you a question or two as well? You okay with that?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Reach, I got to clip a microphone on you. Once you hold on to that, you can stay right there. Take a small step to your left. There you go. You can look at me. Try to ignore this camera in your face. What's your name?
Angie Martin.
Spell your first name for me, Angie.
A-N-G-I-E.
Okay, and standard spelling on Martin, just to be safe?
M-A-R-T-I-N.
I'm guessing you were at the event as well?
Yes.
Where were you at in relation to the stage?
I was about ready to go in at the front doors when I heard the gunshot. So I tucked away under because I'm a retired police officer.
Okay.
So I was worried about the
Yes,
being trampled.
I
and
love this
we
game.
started rushing out.
IXL is actually a learning app that helps him excel in math, science, language arts, even social studies. But it's so fun, he calls it a game.
There you are.
He loves the awards and motivating feedback on IXL. It's one of his favorite things to do after school. He loves the challenge. I love the results.
Yes.
IXL, the learning program 16 million students trust. Try it today at IXL.com.
So you weren't actually in the event yet? You said you were at the doors or at the gate?
When I heard the gunshot, and then I tucked around the corner, and then that's when I saw the crowd racing out, and that's when I tried to rescue the two students that...
Could you tell where the gunshot came from?
Yeah, I just looked up. It sounded like it was a bug, but with gunshots it could echo.
Sure.
So I just remember looking up and going, that sounds like a gunshot. That's a gunshot. And then I saw all the kids running out, and then that's when I took cover, and then I saw the two students.
You said you're a former police officer?
Yes.
Who were you with?
Unified Police.
For how long?
20 years.
Were you in the field? What was your role there?
Yeah, I was 4.5 years in the jail, 4.5 years in court, 10 years on the road.
Wow.
I was a canine officer, a detective, and a school resource officer. I also taught active shooter.
So you've done quite a bit. That's what you're telling me. Any of that, I would imagine, would that kick in today for you?
Yeah, I took cover, and then my first response is to protect the kids, the students, because I was worried about them being trampled.
Sure.
And so when the one girl was almost about to pass out, and I thought she was going to get trampled, so I grabbed her, and then I grabbed the other one and put her into a place area underneath the tunnel over here to protect her from any more gunshots.
What's your thoughts on this?
I know George from several events I've been to. He always struck me as a little bit odd. I know he's been banned from church property and the Herberts and Governor Cox. But he's a different guy. I'm not saying he's a shooter, but I recognize him as being the guy that was arrested. So, yeah.
So besides George, though, if George is not the shooter, your thoughts on it just in general, if just you're coming to this event to hear and something like this happens?
Well, based on my experience with shooters and all the way I was described where it hit his heart and then blasted out this way, it would seem that it would have been shot from below if it shot out this way. It actually heard the shot. So it would be pretty hard to get a direct shot to the heart. You'd have to be a pretty good marksman to do that from that distance. So I'm not sure if George was that qualified or not, but it just seems like that was a pretty well shot. So.
I've been listening to our station. We've been on air with this since it happened. They're saying he's at the hospital in critical condition right now. That's the last that I've heard from this. When you look across and you see this massive police presence from units from all over, so many SWAT units showing up, is this normal for something like this, especially on a college campus?
Yeah, we're going to tape it all off. It's a huge crime scene. That's why when I wanted to preserve evidence, and so I immediately called the police. I said I have two witnesses. I tucked them into my car that were actually on the fourth row back. I just literally saw it because the news is saying it hit him in the neck. the girl I interviewed said it was a direct hit to the heart. And she saw it, so I called the police, let them know, got their names so that we have the witnesses and kept them here until the police said we could go. And then right now, we've seen that's going to be a long, because you have so many people, 6,000 people here. So it's going to be a big emergency.
Okay. Anything else? I appreciate your time.
No, I just want to say Charlie Kirk's a hero, and I'm praying for his family. I hope he makes it through it.
I'm going to play the devil's advocate for a second. You said Charlie Kirk's a hero. There's a lot of people. There was a lot of petitions online to stop him from coming here. He's then going to was supposed to go up to Utah State at the end of the week, I think, or beginning of next. Today's political climate is extremely divided. There's just a lot of vitriol and flat-out hatred on both sides.
Yes.
So why is Charlie Kirk a hero, in your opinion?
I believe our school systems are being indoctrinated with globalist ideas, Marxism ideas, socialism. And I think Charlie Kirk was trying to make that apparent and teach our youth, so we'll still have a country in the future.
What can we do to stop not this, but to try to get this country, it's a cliche at this point to say, to get this country to heal, to try to come back together, to be united again. What is it going to take?
We need to educate people. We're falling into socialism, and socialism goes to Marxism, and Marxism goes to communism. And if you go look at Karl Marx, he's the founder of communism, and that's where we're headed.
Anything else? Okay. Thank you for your time. It's okay if you don't want to. I totally understand. Can I grab that microphone back from you, though? Thank you. Let me grab this one. Excuse me, Reed.
So is the last that you heard you say?
I'm sorry?
Critical condition, is that what you
That's what my anchors have been talking about on here. We have a crew at the hospital, at Temp Hospital, and that's, you know, there's a huge police presence there, too. And last I heard, they said critical, but I haven't heard any updates since. So,
You know one thing, they're going to have so many videotapes of so many just, I thought she was going to
in today's day and age with the cell phones, I mean, in a sense, it's good for them, but they've got all that to go through.
Yeah, and I've talked to girls that are just extremely traumatized. They saw the blood just gushing out.
Jesus.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
For a lot of these kids.
You were there in the event as well?
I saw them go down and stuff.
How are you doing? I can tell you're a little subdued, but
just because I was peaceful through the whole thing. I just felt
really?
like I just wanted to see if he was okay, so I went after him, you know. And then that's when I was seeing them arrest that other guy. But honestly,
and he doesn't.
I'm so suspect.
Yeah.
It really is. You know, weeks ahead of time, this guy's coming. A large crowd, a lot of people. He was very generous and considerate, taking a lot of time with the first person that talked about, had a question, was saying that, you know, about the religion here, the LDS Church.
Yep.
He spent a lot of time being very generous and very kind, you know.
Yeah.
And then the next one up brought up the transgender, you know, with the mass shootings.
Yep.
And it just seems really odd.
For lack of a better term, it's a hell of a coincidence.
I know, and you know what? I tend to kind of. Charlie Kirk is a very influential person to the young people.
Yeah.
Especially the young people here.
Yeah.
And I don't think some crazy guy would want to just do that. I just don't buy it yet. I really don't.
I'm hesitant to put it on him too. I've read online a sniper from like a rooftop from one of the adjoining buildings.
Like, how do you, I don't know.
Well, if you talk to hunters, you know, you get a good hunting rifle, but I'm not a hunter, so I don't know, I can't speak to that.
But, you know, it's kind of like, how do you manage crowds? We saw the president nearly assassinated.
But Kirk doesn't have a security detail with him. He may have someone with him, but nowhere near the level of like Secret Service.
I didn't want to do that.
The only thing I'll ask is that you look at me, not the camera, and that's about it. I might move the mic depending on who's talking, but that's about it. So first question is, would you be willing to share your first name, your last name, and spell it for me?
My name is Michelle Black, MICHELEBLACK.
And are you a resident of here?
I am.
And then if you're willing, could I get your first name, last name, spell it?
It's Amanda Black, AMANDABLACK.
I mean, unfortunately, I know why you're here, but can I ask what made you, make the sign and be out here on the sidewalk today?
Well, we are both conservatives living here in Utah, and Charlie Kirk has been an inspiration to not only us, but our generation. And the news that what we heard today was just absolutely devastating, and we didn't know what to do. We were pacing back and forth in our home, and we just wanted to come out here and be a part of the community and show support and lift up some prayers for Charlie and his family.
I agree. Charlie Kirk has been an inspiration to me for a really long time. When I heard the news today, I was devastated, and I wanted to do something. I didn't know what I should do, but Charlie always taught that you should pursue truth, goodness, beauty, and virtue, and I felt like this is something that I could do to push in that direction.
I mean, this feels like one of those horrible moments where they say, where were you? How did you find out that this had happened? And not only just it happened so close.
So we were just sitting on our couch watching a movie, honestly. It was my day off, and a friend of ours from the military that's staying with us came down and said there was a shooting at UVU. And so we naturally just jumped on our phones to see what the news was. And hearing that it was Charlie that was shot, my heart just immediately sank. And from that point forward, we were just waiting for news, refreshing our browsers on the internet over and over again, just to see if there was any news of his condition, if he was going to be okay. And we, watched a couple of live streams from some people that we follow, and when the news came out that he didn't make it, it was devastating.
Same reaction. We were watching a movie, and we just kept hoping for the best. Utah has one of the best, or a few of the best trauma centers in the nation, and we were hoping that his security got him down in time. We were able to stop the bleeding, and we're just praying and, sending out all the positivity and prayers that we could, and unfortunately, we didn't come through.
I know you weren't at this event, but did you ever have a chance to see him speak in public?
I never did, no.
No, I've been following him for a really long time. I love watching him, just how articulate he always is, and how respectful and truly good he was to people around him. And I've just always been a huge fan. I watch Charlie Kirk on repeat for sure.
Well, that kind of leads me to my last question, and I thank you so much both for sharing. People know his name, but in a politically charged environment, they might not really know him. They might just kind of know Turning Point. They might just know him. What's something about him that drew you to him, that made him an important part of your political life? Maybe more.
I think for me, I think a lot of people kind of spend a lot of time floating around and kind of wondering what's good and what's bad and which direction you should go, trying to find yourself. And he was always so confident. He was always so articulate. When he spoke, it made sense. And the fact that he was fearless and what a hard worker he was truly an inspiration, which is why I wrote that on my sign. Charlie is an inspiration still, and that's why I wrote that. And he's just very inspiring and, again, very good to everybody. Always respectful in debate, but always very effective in debate at the same time.
Thank you so much. It looks like they're gathering, so I don't want to get in your way. Thank you so much for sharing with me.
They have an option in showing pecan.
We all gather here obviously with sad hearts. I'm sure if I took a moment, everyone spoke.
momentarily, we think, and we'd like to go by the sidewalk and support him as he leaves. Our hearts are very heavy. And I want to start with a word of prayer, if everyone is okay with that. And then we'll sing Amazing Grace. You'll have to get your phones out, because I don't sing very well and I don't know all the words, but we could do that together. I'll say a few words, and then if some of you want to say a few words, keep it to a minute. It's not a testimony meeting, but for those of you who don't know what that means, it's going up to the pulpit and telling stories for a long time. But I got, running the group we do over the past 6 years, I got dozens and dozens of phone calls from people who didn't know what to do. Get it? We had a president that was assassinated almost. We have Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated. And I think this is the first time I've cried today. I was very angry all day long, as many of you are. For me and my family, I've had enough. I won't stand for this anymore personally. I just won't. And I'll keep my adjectives in line. I will bring out my other dictionary. So let's bow our heads. And I'll try to get through a word of prayer. Our Father which art in heaven, we humbly bow our heads as a community, as children of Eve. And we pray at this time for strength, for your Spirit to fall upon us, that we could take upon the yoke of thy Son, Jesus Christ, as our hearts are heavy, as we have lost a Son of God, a true disciple that loved Jesus Christ and followed to the best he could, and was a great example here on earth, and was a great minister, was a great teacher, and was a great friend to many. Although many of us had never met him, we felt we knew him. And he spoke for many of us, if not all of us, in many of his words. We pray that his teaching, counsel, his education might go out among all of us, our children, our youth, and society. Father, please lift up his wife and his children and their family. And most of all, those that were in attendance that are feeling alone, they're feeling destitute, they're feeling full of anxiety of not knowing how to handle this, that they may bow knee to thee and ask for comfort. We pray that you might welcome Charlie Kirk into your arms. We pray for this in Jesus' name. Amen. So if you get your phones and pull out Amazing Grace, and I could have someone. Thank you. Hey, can you sing? Amazing Grace, can you start for us? Wait till they get the phones out. You're okay. You're okay. Come on. Let's do this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll give, I think, whatever we need, 5 or 6 people that want to speak in a minute that maybe just need to be heard or vent. That'd be great. But here's what I'd like to say. I guess I'll let my anger out first. Yeah, before that, he's got a scripture out of Revelations. Maybe that'll calm me down a little bit. Listen to the scripture. It's very poignant. Say it loud.
With that, I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, the tent of God is with mankind. He will reside with them, and they will be his peoples, and God himself will be with them. And he will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more, neither will mourning nor outcry nor pain be any more. The former things have passed away." And the one seated on the throne said, "Look, I am making all things new." Also, he says, "Write, because these words
Yes,
are
I am on
faithful
standby.
and true." Charlie Kirk was a happy warrior, and we will always remember him that way. And thank God he brought him into our lives, and most everyone here was affected in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully that helps a little bit.
Check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check, 1, 2.
Thank you.
With hope.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Charlie left a legacy. I don't know if you have children in college that have been there. I don't know if you have kids that have gone to his events. We know many in our group that have gone to his events and come back changed, renewed, bigger of energy, ready to take on society. I got interviewed earlier and someone asked me, well, what do you think is going to happen in a go forward? And I think we all have our own opinions what will happen. Usually voids get filled, right? They just do. It's going to be hard for someone to step in the shoes of Charlie Kirk. But someone will do their best to step up and step in. And we need to support those kinds of people.
Yeah, that's right.
In our group, Utah Patriots,
is planning a
we're very active, a few of us,
they will update us on everything.
doing counter-protests.
Still very much a
So
dynamic
we're very
situation
familiar with
this
these
right
kinds
here
of people,
on this campus,
especially here in Utah.
this Utah County Metro
It's
SWAT
alive and well.
unit pulling
The
up
left is
here
very
again.
alive
What we've
and
been
well, and
observing
they
is they
don't
have been
want
going building by building.
God in your life.
That in the past,
They don't want
some students who have been leaving
Donald Trump in your life. They don't want
as what we assume
goodness.
is law enforcement who are clearing the scene here. But I'm at the entrance to Utah Valley University. We have seen some police officers the scene here. While again, you see
I pray to my God in heaven that Utah wakes up.
We've been watching them certainly
Because
as they have been going in.
Utah as a whole, the Christian community, I'll just call it that way.
Just so that you know,
the mainstream
this is
here
not the only scene that
keeps their head in the sand and they think all's well in Zion.
This is an alert that was passed
Well,
on
I'm
to me by
sorry,
Utah, the University of Utah, saying that University of Utah
We're in trouble. And if we don't act collectively as a group,
additional public safety patrols and layers of security
it's going to get worse.
Present at the university
they are so beholden
to
walk into a university,
you can expect that to be
climb
happening
up on
pretty
that
much
building,
on campuses
you've seen the
all
video,
across the state as they react
and
to
take a
the
shot
shooting of Charlie Kirk.
Charlie.
Again, what we have been observing though out here at the scene is still a number of police officers. You can see Salt Lake City police
this was a targeted
vehicle has arrived.
assassination.
We've got police from all over.
If there's any doubt,
basically
you're wrong.
the Wasatch Front who have
if you take some time
responded
and listen
to assist
the
in
questions
this.
that were
From
asked,
what we understand,
and the last question that was asked to Charlie Kirk and the timing of that bullet
has been released,
it's not coincidence.
And they are still very much looking for
we need to pray for
the
our law
person
enforcement to
who
catch this SOB
shot Charlie Kirk.
and bring him to justice.
I'm
I'm sure glad the death penalty is still here in Utah.
Run into their vehicles. As some of the vehicles are starting to accelerate out of here at a high speed. It makes me wonder if they may be
I'm sick of this.
at least have an indication
Utah
of
Patriots is
potential
all
sighting
volunteer.
of a suspect.
I hope everyone
as
gets
they
involved.
obviously continue to work this very
And I hope
dynamic
if you're hurting,
scene. It's very
reach out to
active scene
somebody.
that's happening.
Don't keep it pent up.
Again,
Talk to
though,
somebody.
I will point out we have
There's other
a
people
4
that
o'clock
can maybe
news
lift you up
conference
at
that
this
we
time
are
of
being
need.
told will take
There's only
place
one
by the
person
Department of
that can
Public
truly help,
Safety.
and
We
that's Jesus
understand
Christ
other public
himself.
officials
Bend the
will be
knee
participating in
in
this,
prayer.
and of course we hope to find out exactly
Ask for
what
his
is
power
happening.
and
But as you
strength,
can see, what
and we
we're
can get this
observing here on the scene, a number of vehicles are starting to leave
Anyone
here
have anything to say?
at a high rate of speed.
Less than 30 minutes?
Again, we do wonder if they are close to, or at least making some progress in the shooting investigation. Perhaps something is happening, unfolding as we speak. I'm going to try to find out some more information and get back to you.
Speak for maybe 60 seconds here, but it seems important to say this. I'm going to blame him for making me weak. I'm trying to get a hold of myself here. Anyway, I wanted to say that this is a significant thing because when Abraham Lincoln was killed, they took his body like for almost 3 weeks on a train ride throughout America to help people's hearts to turn to God instead of to anger. They were so mad that this had happened to a man that some people thought they were on the verge of worshiping him. There were people who said God took him because we were starting to worship Lincoln. I'm not Lincoln, obviously, but I just want to say that he did something right. It is a pattern for us. It's not like we're not supposed to go and do something. It's not like we're not supposed to look to Heavenly Father and to raise up in prayer and to pull our heads out of the sand. But as we do this, in my opinion, there's something to be kept in mind for the way that America handled the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. In that people, instead of turning to more anger and to more hate and to roving bands and armies, which was a very possible thing at the end of the Civil War, and instead they turned to God, and that is where we are going. God bless America. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to take a minute and just give you a second witness of this gentleman here. I have met him and I've run into him on 3 occasions in my life. Very momentous occasions. We don't talk between those times. This is one of the most humble men I know. He is not here dressed for the moment of his choosing. This is his life that he's committed to this persona of messaging in a very peaceful and humble way. Everywhere that I have met him and seen him, he is a symbol that stands beside the other symbol, which is this American flag. And I've been on podiums where I was supposed to say something else, and all I did was bring a flag and put it at the front of the podium and say that this is the symbol. Don't put any other symbols before it, but it by itself has the quiet ability to send the messaging to everyone that it was meant to bring people together and unify humanity. It is us as people who are seeking to abide by its calling. But the Constitution it represents, the body of people who came together, were inspired and called of God against their own interest to create a higher and better way to live. This one shot will be heard across the world faster and farther than any one shot has ever been heard. I assure you. Do something in your own lives to take responsibility for the freedoms which we enjoy and stand for the very things in which we have been beneficiaries of. And let's not be complacent in prosperity.
Let's not be complacent in the comforts that we enjoy in this wonderful place, this symbolic place on earth, voted one of the happiest places to live on earth, right here in the greatest country of this earth. This is where this happened. You are in the room where it happened. This is where you get to go forward and determine with your children, your family, your people of influence, how you will respond. And may God be with us in how we do so. So thank you.
Thank you. So I've got one more thing to say, and then Ryan wants to say a word. I heard in that little talk that we need to take action and how you're going to act here forward. Did everyone hear about a gentleman named OFA, that was killed about 60 days ago downtown Salt Lake? Some heads nod, some not. So we went down to a counter-protest. This is important. We went down to a counter-protest. There were 7,000 protesting to get rid of Donald Trump, the government, and all that stuff. There was only 6 of us down there, masked up. We were watching. They had what was called peacekeepers, their own group, monitoring people.
There's an officer, you can see his truck there.
They went around the corner. One of their own was carrying an AR, pointed to the ground.
He may be able to help.
You can do in Utah.
There's motor cops over here. I have seen people being escorted across.
Drew their guns, shot 3
You just have to get their attention.
Shot the guy in the AR in the stomach and killed Ofa, Polynesian. Shot him once in the head, dead. Okay? You can look this up. To this day, no one has been arrested, and they know who the killer is. Sim Gill, the district attorney here in Utah, is not doing his job. I hope and pray that this assassination, if they find this gentleman or person that did this, that justice is done. Because it's not happening in Utah. You're shocked, aren't you? Yeah, look it up. The guy is not behind bars, he's not been arrested. And local PD in Salt Lake, who we know have done their job, submitted everything, nothing's happened. It's disgusting what's happening in our state. It's filthy. The American flag should bring us together. It sure as hell is not. We need to be the change. Ryan's a friend of mine, he has a word to say.
Really quick. A person's freedom is not judged by where they can go. A person's freedom is not judged by their possessions or what they have. It's truly measured by what they can say. To look in this world and identify who the evil people are the ones who are trying to control what you can and cannot say. Those who are trying to censor your speech. Today we lost a valuable voice. And it's up to us to continue with that voice. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk.
Thanks, Ryan. Anyone else? You okay?
A lot of you don't know me. I met Gish probably 5 years ago. I started coming pro-police, pro-conservative rallies. And then I kind of stopped because I'm like, I don't really see it coming, It is what it is.
You need flame again?
going this way.
Stand there as a lead. I don't know.
Have a pleasant personal day. it.